Hello everyone! Do you know that Excel offers you an option to create customized functions within your workbook? In this video, I will show you how to create customized functions using the function Lambda and the name manager. These functions can be used in different sections of the workbook by calling them like a built-in function. So, let's get to it. The function Lambda allows you to create a function value, and by defining the function in the name manager, you can call your function like any other built-in function in Excel. But in what cases do you want to use a customized function if Excel offers a vast option of functions? Well, think of cases where Excel does not have a function for, or if the function that you need combines more than one function, and especially if you have to type the function in different sections of your workbook. For example, in Excel, we do not have a function that subtracts two numbers. We have to use the math operator to accomplish that. So let's use this example to understand how the lambda function works. Let's make two series of numbers that we can subtract. On cell B1, series A, 2, 3, and 10. On cell C1, series B, 1, 4, and 3. We will create a function to subtract two numbers. The first step is confirm the formula you want to use is correct and you're getting the expected result. On cell D2, type equal, select cell B2 minus cell C2, press enter, and the formula works. Second step is define and test the lambda function. On cell E2, type equal, lambda, open a parenthesis. First, you have to define how many parameters you need for your function. We need two parameters. We can call them A, comma, B, comma, then we have to define our function, A minus B. Close the parenthesis, and up to here the function is done. But if we press enter, we will get the call error. But this error is not because the function is wrong. It is because we only define the function and the parameters, but we do not have values assigned to those parameters. To be able to test the entire function, go back to the formula, open a new parenthesis, now select cell B2, comma, select cell C2, close the parenthesis, and press enter. And there we have. Our lambda function is working. The third step is to take the lambda function and define it under names. Go back to the cell E2, copy the function, open the formula tab, define name. On the name, type subtract. For the scope, we have two options, worksheet or workbook. I will leave it at workbook. Then on the comments, you can put a brief description of what the function does. Subtract two values defined by cell references. On the refers to, paste the function, delete the content from the last parenthesis, then click OK. Now we can test our new function. On cell F2, type equal, subtract, there is our function available. Open a parenthesis, our function has two parameters. Select cell B2, comma, select cell C2, close the parenthesis, and press enter. And there we have. You can copy the formula down, and this will follow the same rules as any other function, changing the relative cell references to the corresponding rows. Let's do one more example with a more complex formula. For example, calculating the statistical range of a group of numbers. On cell B1, type series A, enter 2, 3, 10, 5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 5, 2, and 11. To calculate the range, we have to find the largest value of this range and the smallest value of this range. Then subtract those two values. We will use the function max to find the largest value, and we will use the function min to find the smallest value. The range will be the same for both. Then our lambda function will have two functions, one parameter, and in this case, our parameter will be a range of cells instead of a single cell. We will follow the same process. First step, test the formula to calculate the range of this series of numbers. On cell C2, type equal max, open a parenthesis, select range B2 to B12, close the parenthesis, minus mean, open a parenthesis, select range B2 to B12, close the parenthesis, and press enter. The formula works. Second step, define and test the lambda function. On cell D2, type equal lambda, open a parenthesis. We said we need one parameter. We can call it a, comma, then define the function. Max, open a parenthesis, a, close the parenthesis, minus mean, open a parenthesis, a, close the parenthesis, and close one more parenthesis. To test the lambda function, open a new parenthesis, select range B2 to B12, close the parenthesis, and press enter. And our whole function works. Third step, add the function to the name manager. Select the entire function and copy. Open the Formula tab, select Define Name. On the name, we will call it Range. Leave the scope as is. On the comment, calculate range of a group of values. On the refers to, paste the function and delete the content from the last parenthesis. Click OK. Now let's test it. On cell E2, type equal range, open a parenthesis, select range B2 to B12, close the parenthesis, and press enter. And there we have. Let's test it in a different section of the worksheet with a different group of values. On cell H2, type equal range, open a parenthesis, select range G2 to G6, close the parenthesis, and press enter. And just like that, our function is good to be used anywhere in the workbook with different ranges. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow my pages to learn more about this application. I'll see you in the next video.